women don't want to be responsible for their behavior. They want to be with the that's going to let them do what they want to do.
Like Remy?
Yeah, Remy, she disrespecting her. I mean, that's a great example to me.
Yeah.
She's humiliating him publicly.
Yeah.
Yeah, she made a fool out the brother. Especially with him out here. I heard he put hands on the other dude and all like that. He played himself.
Our problem as men is we take a unruly behavior personal. If a woman is out of pocket and has been trained to be so, that's her. You gotta let that go. That's a reflection of her. That's her life.
Because of how you feel about a bitch, you will let her nothing ass have you out here ready to fight another man over her. Right. All because of how you feel about the
and she still go for it.
And we already see the bitch ain't shit. Yeah. But I know why she went to jail. And he rewarded that by being faithful to her.
Man.
Which you would think would make her be like, oh, this motherfucker got my back.
This is the one, yeah.
The worst thing of it all is she somebody in the circle.
Many months later,
Remy Ma and Papoose have broken up, and the rapper is accusing her ex of cheating with boxer Claressa Shields.
He fell asleep on the phone with Claressa.
That's that good boo loving.
Yeah, like he fell asleep, but she was still talking, right? And so when she heard Remy's voice, she hung up. The phone was still open, so she just must have started going through text messages. You take accountability. You are the one who is married. If you can't at least sleep on the phone with me or be with me in person, it shouldn't be a big deal to let me know you made it home safe or to communicate that you fell asleep in a Sprinter. Remy shared that and she captioned this: Papoose fell asleep on the phone with Claressa Shields, laying in my house. He refused to leave.
Papoose got a type. And his type is women that can fight. Okay?
Yeah, obviously. As soon as that post went up, and she said, this can't be serious. You have 2 boyfriends. How a woman with 2 boyfriends mad at a man that has a girlfriend?
Remy cheated first. Remy had a good man. A good man. And now Papoose has turned into a cheater. Because his woman has pushed him to cheat. He has been out here fighting, begging for his woman to come back home, stop sleeping with the help. You got a man that has a job that's taking care of you. You have a baby with that held you down 6 years in prison.
Yeah, Remy has been the last year or so, but she's been showing that body. I guess she's been in the gym doing something. Her body's phenomenal. And she's about to be 45, so is she going through a midlife crisis? Ladies, sometimes some women want to squeeze a last bit of hoeing out before they hit the wall. Sometimes is she trying to squeeze that last pinch of hoeing out? You know, she's like, damn it, I still look good. I'm in my mid-40s. Let me go out here and run these streets. Let me give the streets one last lap before I have to hang it up. Ladies, do y'all think like that? Some ladies, come on. Sometimes y'all want to squeeze a little more hoeing up out the juice. You understand? Y'all want to run one more lap. Usually you go out of the country to do it. You go down there to Jamaica. You go down to Jamaica and you get one of them coconut rub downs, whatever they be rubbing on y'all out there. Yeah, a lot of women want to get that last relay lap around the hoeing streets. You want to get it in because when you hit the wall, no more hoeing for you. You're not going to get chosen, once you hit that wall. Once that back gets unreversibly big, and you're not going to really get the same good pickings that you used to get.
The demise of their relationship happened when, she lost that weight. Papoose he like him. I don't think he married big Remy, not skinny Remy, and that's why he got Claressa on them steroids now, cause homegirl. Yeah.
Some people say I'm a killer. Jab to the mouth, then the shot to the liver.
Ooh.
Her man wanna take me to dinner. I call him, what's her name? I don't even remember.
Who?
I know you nervous, baby, but now you with a boss. She's the worker, baby.
Brokey.
I strongly believe that sometimes people need to fight it out. Because talking doesn't do it. Sometimes you can talk. Like if it's certain situations, You could talk to a person, you express how you feel, they express how they feel, and y'all come to a mutual agreement that y'all either don't agree or, you might start seeing it from another person's point of view. When it gets to the level, or when you deal with people that, like, sometimes how I used to be, I don't even want to hear that. I don't give a how you felt. I don't care what you thought. What's up? What we doing? And that's where I come in. She said, you ain't have a fight in recent times. You really not ready for this work. She said, it's natural. She don't have to. It's not even like talking about fighting. Sometimes people be needing fucking hands put on them. And I love boxing. It's one of my favorite sports.
Remy Ma is a prime example of how women hate to lose. She cheated with a mid-tier battle rapper. Papoose ended up with a 29-year-old. Claressa Shields, who is a 5-time gold medalist, 2 of which are Olympic, held 4 different world titles in 2 weight classes, and is a whole MMA fighter.
Like, I don't give a if you in this. Just tell him stop spewing the business. If found out you was in the help, that could really ruin your image. Pap and Rem, that's us. Y'all the poster child symbol for black love. Every interview, he show his admiration and tell the world how his woman the greatest. He held you down in prison for 6 years. He stood by you by your biggest accomplishment, front row, giving you big cheers. Now y'all got a beautiful baby girl who oh so amazing. He be damned if he lose you to this bozo with braces. Yo, Papoose, that's how you talk to your.
Ladies, gentlemen of Polite Savages, you are now about to witness tales sure to anger modern women and cheating rappers alike. And don't even think holding her down for 6 years while she's locked up inside the brick walls of the prison is going to do anything for you, my G. We are operating on a strictly what have you done for me lately society. As always, we can only guarantee to tell you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth as we see it. So there's nothing left to do but get on into it. Are you ready? Let's go. Sometimes the greatest love stories come to a bitter end. Sometimes we don't understand what's going on behind the closed doors. Sometimes people who we think they are actually operate under a whole different circumstances. And this is why we can't look at these celebrity situations and relationships and think that they're anything less than, well, what they are, human conditions. But one part about the human condition is that there's always regret. You see, you could think that you can get better, get tired of somebody and move on, but when that person turns around and moves on, oh my goodness, it really hurts your soul now, doesn't it? Look at Remy Ma and Papoose. Pap held her down for 6 years, did everything a man was supposed to do, took care of her son while she was in jail, locked up. Good father.
But when it comes with Remy Ma, this man held you down for 6 years when he didn't have to, when a lot of men would have left. He wanted a child, even though he had to beg you to give him a daughter. And now you sitting here cheating on him with a clown lookalike Papoose?
Why is she mad when she was just cheating on Papoose with a wish version of Papoose? B is crazy.
You're moving backwards. It's as if Remy Ma is trying to catch up on the years that she lost while she was in prison. It was your fault while you was in prison in the first place. No shade.
But everything about him running his mouth is making him look super lame, which is further destroying Remy's image and her credibility. Just seeing how she will throw everything away for this. Like what? I think there's no coming back for Papoose and Remy. Way too much disrespect is going on. There's no way to fix this right now but to move on. Remy is now trying to say she's cool with that, but in reality, I don't think that's what she wanted. She wanted Papoose to keep kissing her behind while she's out running the streets with her boyfriends.
And then when things went downhill and they started breaking up, Pap never opened his mouth, didn't say a peep, kept it out of the presses, kept it clean. But then what happened? Pap started moving on and got himself that big boxer girl, the GWOAT, Claressa Shields.
And you know, all of a sudden, when he's showing signs that he's moving on, it's like she's wanting him to come back. Papoose said he did want a divorce, but Remy didn't want it. I can also believe that too. Yeah, she wanted to move on and live the city girl lifestyle, but she didn't want to divorce on paper because going to court will probably mean that she's going to have to split that money. Yeah, she's definitely going to owe Papoose.
But we can tell one thing about Pap, he has a type, and that's type with chocolate and can throw them hands. But if that's what the man likes, that's what the man likes on the masculine side and bravado. Hey, let him do what he got to do. But now the situation's a little dirty because Remy's all over the press dropping receipts saying that, oh my goodness, all of a sudden he's a cheater. All of a sudden he's not a good guy. All of a sudden he's abusive. Blah, blah, blah. Blabble, blabble. The same old modern woman playbook. You see, guys, it doesn't make a difference who she is. When she's done with you, she's done with you. So it's best to pack your bags, get away from her, and move on with your life. Because one thing is for certain, and you can take this all the way to the bank. When that lady's scorned and she starts to fight back on social media, you barely stand a chance because the entire world's going to look at her and say she's right. And we all know that she's wrong, all hugged up with Eazy, the block captain. Cat Daddy had braces on his mouth. Cat Daddy was nothing compared to the man that the other man was supposed to be status-wise, but guess what? She wanted something new, young, and hot. And so when he upgraded, you could tell the bitter and the scorn in her face. Mad at Claressa Shields. But lady, I thought y'all was broken up. What's the deal? Well, one thing is for certain. All that glitters isn't gold. And let truth be told, a lot of these folks is living that big lie. It's a dirty game.
It's not cute. None of this had to be exposed. So her coming out with all this, it may be good for the blogs, but it's really not a good look. She thought she was exposing Papoose, but she really exposed herself.
Polite savages, what it really comes down to is Remy Ma's ego cannot allow herself to be one-up on social media, with Papoose putting his work and putting his thing on that upgrade of a stacked and beautiful Claressa Shields. Now I'm gonna say that masculine women really isn't my thing, but with what Miss Claressa Shields brings, let's just say they're gonna have the cream of the crop genetics. Strong, stallion, stud-like alpha children. The simplest and easiest thing that Remy Ma should have done is not mention Miss Claressa Shields and try to destroy Papoose's happiness. She was already out there running the streets, publicly displaying outright disrespect for the father of her children and the dignity of their marriage. Conducting herself like a man, and this is a lesson to all men, is not to deal with these masculine women if you do not want to be put in this similar position. If Remy Ma wasn't running the streets and going on her Pound Town mission, she could have done herself a service by keeping all this messiness in their private life, but instead she is simply getting served with karmic justice.
So she is the primary breadwinner, and a lot of times when women who are significantly more financially successful than the male, they might subconsciously feel like that partner is not fulfilling the traditional protector and provider role. So that leads to an internal imbalance. It's a real weird thing. See, the person who has the most financial wherewithal, they get to make the decisions. That's what it is. The person bringing in the most bread, they kind of get a say-so of what's going to happen in that household. When one partner contributes more financially, they're going to feel like they're more entitled to make decisions and be more of an authoritative figure.
When a woman makes more money than you, she thinks that she's the one that wears the pants in the relationship. She ain't gonna try to hear or understand anything that you're going through, and will always be treating you like crap, verbally abusing you and belittling you because you could not live up to her standards, even though she's the one that's going spread ego and allowing you to run up all in her and critique you for every wrongdoing that she perceives in her eyes. You becoming the man that she quote unquote has to settle for will always fill her spirit with contempt and tears welling up and heavy with despise for the man that's willing to lay down his life for her in her time of need and danger and walk her right through the dark times right by her side, taking it for granted that the man that's loyal to her is really the best that she can get, a man that's willing to put up with her and all of her missteps.
Yeah, if a dude is earning less than the woman ain't really trying to hear his decision making in many cases. Unfortunately, that's unfortunate. You know, because on a subconscious level, she'll perceive that as him lacking the proper leadership initiatives if he cannot provide more resources than she can. Even if it's unwarranted, just on a subliminal level, it's that dynamic is there.
How much money do I have to make for you to cut off every in your phone if I want to be your man?
Ooh, I feel like you got to make a lot because because at the end of the day, I got my own house. I don't even stay in no apartment. So of course you're gonna have to have more than me. I'm not settling.
I'm a leader now. How much?
Millions.
Millions.
Yes, millions. You have to make millions.
So if the woman is making more resources and you sitting in the background, okay, she's Oprah, you Stedman, and from a societal standpoint, they view that as being less worthy of respect. You see?
That's all I got for you, you polite savages. Like and subscribe. Hit us up on all social media networks.
We found true happiness.